no. You cannot be. No. Like, no.
This is her at the graduation. And that's one of the pictures that I really was tripping on. But
is that at the school or
look,
is that
this
a
is
private
the second
party?
picture I want
I
them
mean,
to
not
show.
that it's
Right.
okay, but
this
I'm
is the
trying to
second
figure
picture
that
I
out.
want them to show. Make
Where's
sure
that
Abe
at?
has that picture. Abe, that's the picture you have. You don't have the other one, right?
That's wild.
Whoa.
No, this is her at her son's graduation. And you want to talk about the deterioration of society. The deterioration of society. This is an example of it. When you are at your son's graduation like that, and we're not even going to talk about her age.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
What's going on, world? It's your homie Sensei Rip, and I'm back again with another video. Recently, people have been talking about Toni Braxton and her outfit of choice at her son's graduation. Okay, now for those who may not know, as you can see here on the screen, Toni Braxton showed up to her son's graduation in this outfit. Okay, see this? Some see-through lingerie bottom. And of course, a lot of people on social media and giving their reaction, wondering how could a mother at this age show up at her son's graduation dressed like Sexy Red or Sukiyana? Come on, man. Like one of these young girls out here. Now, as we all know, Corey Holcomb, he's always talked about every week, right? Based on his takes, his reactions, right, to trending news and topics. So, of course, he went in on Toni Braxton. So y'all know how we do. We're going to check out his take, and I'll catch y'all afterwards so y'all can hear what I have to say. Because, again, Toni Braxton, she's from a different era. Once upon a time, women, they had to be classy about themselves. They wouldn't dare step out the house or something like this, right? Once upon a time, but it's a new day. You get what I mean? Like I said, these women that we see that's promoted within rap culture, right? You see how they dress. You see what's going on. In the daytime, you might see a woman with no damn bra on. You know what I mean? See-through shirt, nipples pierced. You're like, yo, somehow, some way, women feel liberated, right? And like I said, I give y'all more of my take after the fact, because I ain't no damn Kevin Samuels. But again, a lot of people just looking at Toni Braxton like, come on now. You don't show up at your son's graduation dressed like this. But like I said, let's get into Corey Holcomb's take so y'all can hear what he has to say. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Also hit the notification bell so you can get the latest uploads as soon as they drop. But yeah, let's go right into this.
I want to talk about Toni Braxton. Abe, do you have that picture of Toni Braxton at her son's graduation? Put that picture up of Toni Braxton at her son's graduation. Just please put it up. I can't believe that you would go to your son's graduation this way. I remember when I went to my brother's wedding, and everybody was trying to take pictures of me. And I felt so weird.
Yeah.
I was like, it's his wedding. My brother and his wife is right there. Why is the line to take pictures with me?
Well, that alone is just a given. That just comes with the territory.
But
Unfortunately, I know, because it's his wedding.
there's no protocol. You get what I mean?
Right. People don't go, hey, Corey, I'd love to take a picture. Can we, like, maybe on the way out?
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Something like that, right? People don't want to, they just don't want to.
You don't know respect. You don't know
wanna practice
protocol. This is why society is in chaos like it is. And I'm saying, like, this is an example of how society is failing. Whenever Abe gets this picture up, because, hey, Nail, come here. I didn't mean to call you like that. That sounded weird when I thought about it. I was like, God damn, I said, right. That ain't how you talk. That ain't how you talk to a man.
Close the door.
Get hither.
But look, after
no. You cannot be, no. Like, no.
this is her at the graduation. And that's one of the pictures that I really was tripping on. But
Is that at the school or
look,
is that
this
a
is the
private
second
party?
picture I want
I
them
mean,
to
not
show.
that it's
Right.
okay, but
This
I'm
is the
trying to
second
figure
picture
that
I
out.
want them to show. Make
Where's
sure
that
Abe
at?
has that picture. Abe, that's the picture you have. You don't have the other one, right?
That's wild.
Whoa.
No, this is her at her son's graduation. And you want to talk about the deterioration of society. The deterioration of society. This is an example of it. When you are at your son's graduation like that, and we're not even going to talk about her age
What is she, sick?
and her illness.
What's wrong with her?
She's got
never
a
mind.
sickle cell, isn't it? Is it sickle cell? I think it is.
This is the picture.
Oh, wow. No.
Do you see that at her son's graduation like that? This is why society is in chaos, because I bet nobody there who is a loved one of her is going to say, you're really dressed inappropriately for a graduation ceremony of your son.
Wow.
I don't care if you're an R&B singer. I don't care if you're a stripper. You ain't got no business showing up like that at your son's graduation. Doesn't that gown say Howard?
Yeah.
It don't matter which one or
Wow.
where it's at. It could have been a
They should have escorted her out.
wow.
They should have escorted her out. Like, what is wrong with you, man? There's a graduation for this young man. Look, and ain't it ironic?
Howard.
Ain't it ironic that she had a song called He Wasn't Man Enough for Me?
Yeah.
Ain't it ironic that He Wasn't Man Enough for Me was one of her hits? This is what happened when you ain't got a man in the house. That's her son.
Who's that?
That's that boy.
That's the same. Wait.
These is his pictures that he has online. It gets worse, but I'm just showing you he wasn't man enough for me. But out. Now, am I saying something? I'm showing something, because everybody wants to say, Corey, you crazy. You do this, you do that. No, I am watching the deterioration of society. This is what happens when you raise your son in a way where you're at his graduation dressed like that. Here's your son. Do you see this? Do I need to say more? Because everybody wants to talk about, oh, Corey, you foul, you this, you. I'm like, this is what happens when you don't have a real man in your son's life. Because no boy could grow up in a house with pictures like this on Instagram. With me? Not with me. I tell the boy, when you get out and you face the world alone, you face the world trying to make it happen for yourself, then if you want to do this, then you do that. But you're not going to portray boo-booic blood bait
Boo-boo.
from my computers at my house.
Boo-boo is crazy.
Boo-booic blood bait. That's a boo-booic blood bait picture. All you gotta do is look at that picture.
Yeah.
The homie who came in. If this was your son, would you feel good if he had pictures like this on the internet? He said that's the look. You might know him.
He looked like Vega from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See? He know him. He live out here? That's who? Look at this picture right there.
Oh, okay. So they know him.
He a big time model.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh.
I'm asking you. So I don't know if you got kids. Oh, you got a daughter, so it ain't the same thing. But I'm just saying, this is what I would say. If this was my son, I would be very concerned because of the pictures. And I like the fact that you are neutral and know him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then.
I would be very concerned. He's an athlete.
Oh, so he's just got.
I love to hear that. He's an athlete.
So he's got the androgynous look.
He chose to go that route because he was big into fashion when he was young, and he got approached by
Oh, so perfect timing. Look at that.
Louis Vuitton, because of his mother's contacts.
Well,
Oh, Sky Clark.
Yeah, Oprah. He was nice. Sky is nice. Yeah,
Sky Clark, he played ball for UCLA?
He's nice. He's a point guard.
I would love to see who that is. It's not going to be a picture like that, is it?
No, he got long hair though. Don't he? Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people got long hair.
Yeah.
Craig trying to get his like yours.
Oh, no.
oh, okay.
That is a scary picture right there.
That's him, right?
But it does shed light. You said he models. Yeah, I know about the modeling world out here. It's a cold game, especially if you're a heterosexual male in this modeling game out here. You know how cold it is. Because I know some guys who came out here as models.
Left is
They say I couldn't fuck with it because I was about to motherfucking do some things because motherfuckers was playing with them. They want certain type of pictures. They want to be in that light.
That's crazy.
But that's amazing. Ain't that crazy? He knew him. He knew him.
Yeah. I tried to
This LA
model.
though. LA is a small community.
All right, y'all. Again, that was Corey Holcomb giving his take on the Toni Braxton situation. Now, again, he definitely went in a little bit more. Like I said, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description because, of course, he's just talking about the difference when, a son is being raised by a woman, right, versus having two parents in the household. You know what I mean? And how you'll notice the sons may pick up, feminine traits and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Of course, as you can see, somebody on set actually knew of Toni Braxton's son, knew what he did. You know what I'm saying? He's a model, had context because, again, perception is everything, right? Corey, he has his takes. As you can see, like I said, though, in this situation, Toni Braxton wearing this outfit at her son's graduation is crazy. Come on. Once upon a time, I was a fan of Toni Braxton, still is. She a legend. But I remember she had did this campaign. Let me see if I can find it for y'all, man, because this is when I knew something wasn't right. There was this video she had posted, and she had used this device on her face, and I said, hey, yo, let me see here. Was it this? Let me see if I can find this for y'all, because I'm telling you, this is crazy. I don't want them to flag it. But y'all got to see this, man. That's when I knew, the world is changing. So when Corey talks about the deterioration of our people in society, listen, we witnessing it in a different world. Now, what y'all are getting ready to see, let me share this for y'all. What y'all are getting ready to see is Toni Braxton doing this makeup video, okay, for Vogue. All right, now, you know how he is. We on social media, we go through the timeline, videos pop up, you know what I mean? We don't like it, we keep it moving. Toni Braxton, a legend, okay? One of my grandmother's favorite singers. So I know her, know her baby face. You get what I mean? A lot of hit records in the 90s. You get what I'm saying? But there was this video, and I don't even know when we watch the damn video. I don't do makeup tutorials. I don't do none of that. But I noticed that Toni Braxton uses this instrument on her face, y'all. Y'all got to see this, man. Hold on. Because it messed my head up. Now look at this, y'all. Look at how ridiculous this looks. Check this out. Look at this. This is Toni Braxton telling y'all that this is what she uses on her face when she does, I guess, her makeup. Okay, and her damn, skin routine. Look at this, man. When I seen this, I said, yo, she put this on her face? Yeah, she lost a couple points with me on that, man. Look at this. Come on, y'all. Y'all know exactly what that is, too, okay? Look at that face massage. All right, okay. I'm going to just leave that there. I'm going to let y'all comment. And, like I said, man, we're living in a new world today, and seeing our community conform instead of speaking out against certain things that we know is not right within the culture. You know what I mean? We understand the environment is everything. Got to always keep that into consideration. It's easy to, come up with a take, but if you don't truly understand what we've been through, understanding where we are today in this new world where women want to feel liberated by being half naked. Of course, I feel like everyone is going through their own experience one way or another, right? Within our community, within the household, the father, he's going through, a situation where he's in his own world. The woman is going through his own, her own situation, right? It's like, that's how the world is ran now with these phones and devices. No one knows really what's going on in the minds of each other. No one's having conversations. But the point is, you got older men chasing younger women who look a certain way. So when you see older women start dressing a certain way, of course, it ain't always about competing with the younger women, because there's a portion of it where women want to feel desired. You know what I mean? Anybody wants to feel that way, but you should never show up in something see-through. Oh, you know what I mean? Like lingerie type gown at a graduation. Come on. What is going on here? Now, granted, diva, superstar 90s, a lot of hit records. Come on. Can't forget, dated Birdman. She lost some points for me on that as well. But come on. You know what I mean? You couldn't show up in something, you know what I mean? Nice dress. You didn't have to go off like that. But again, we're in a different era now where that's socially acceptable. You get what I mean? This is crazy. Now, like I said, with Corey and his take on the son, that's perception because he didn't know who the son is. But the ideology and the logic of what happens when the son doesn't have, a father in the house, you get what I mean? At times, you can have a situation where the son is more feminine than masculine. You get what I mean? Based on his surroundings. You get what I'm saying? So, whether people agree with Corey's take or not, that's just the way, I view what he was saying, essentially. Now, again, he's a comedian. He's an entertainer. He's going to, throw his jokes in there, throw his jabs in there. But essentially, this is, one of many who gave their take on Toni Braxton and her, choice of outfit, because again, that's wild, man. No mother's supposed to show up like that. Now, again, look, if the family like it, I love it. Truth be told, you know what I mean? But people are going to have their opinions. You get what I'm saying? She's a public figure. At the end of the day, like I said, this is wild. If my mother would have showed up like that, look, even in this pic, hold up. Look, even in this pic, she's showing a little something, you know what I mean? This is at the awards, you know what I mean? I mean, she is Toni Braxton, but damn, you ain't got to show up like that. Not at Howard, man. Come on. What in the world? This is crazy. This is wild. I know people say, look, man, mind your business. Like I said, they like it, fuck it. I love it. It is what it is. But we know once upon a time, grandma and them would have cussed your ass out for dressing like that. Keep it real. Keep it 100. You would have got cussed out for that. Now, you can't say nothing anymore. Everything is acceptable now because of the so-called culture and how it's depicted. However you want to view it, women wanting to have a partner, so therefore they entertain the young men. Just a couple weeks ago, everybody was talking about Tracy Ellis Ross, so here we go, another situation. But look at this, 57, man. Come on, you almost 60. You don't show up at no graduation like that. Come on, that's not, But again, that's me. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know what are your thoughts on Toni Braxton showing up in the see-through. I don't know, is it a damn like a suit top? I don't know. Like I said, man, I don't have the appropriate terminology. You know what I'm saying? Man, we simple. But all I know is she had a see-through bottom. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on her choice of outfit at her son's graduation? Do you think this was appropriate? Do you think the criticism is valid? Because again, to me, that was wild. You know what I mean? Over the years, like I said, I showed y'all the video of her using this device in her, skin routine for her face. I mean, come on, y'all. That's when I knew. You know what, Corey? He makes a solid point when he says we're witnessing the deterioration of society in a way where people see it and we feel a way, but we don't say nothing. Yet when someone like Corey, who is an entertainer, a comedian, chooses to use his platform that he's created to express himself, people are going to have, whatever opinion they're going to feel about his reaction. You know what I mean? Whether you agree or disagree. Like I said, people don't always agree with every take. Even the son, that whole situation, somebody knew him, off the scene. So it was like, you see, perception is one thing, but it isn't reality. At the end of the day, shit, like I said, if the family, if they smiling, they love it. If the sons don't care about mom showing up with the see-through, gown on, hey, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, this is the content part of the game. You know what I mean? Entertainers, they're getting reactions on social media and blogs. People are going to give their takes on it. And Corey Holcomb is one of many, including myself, including, the fans who give their take as well, because this is just where we are in this new generation. People react to real life events in real time, 24 hours. It's not a news cycle anymore. That was the old world. Now people react in real time. And now with all of these platforms, people streaming on the daily, you get what I mean? There's tons of time for people to give their take and, continue to spread the conversation around. Before you know it, everybody's in on it. Look at the damn one gorilla versus 100 men. Before you know it, everybody doing skits. I mean, this is just the world we in where everything goes viral. And right now, Toni Braxton's choice of outfit is the topic of conversation. So again, y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on Corey Holcomb and his take on Toni Braxton's choice of outfit, see-through gown at her son's graduation? This is crazy, y'all. Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But again, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right quick and tap into the homie Grand Finale's latest video titled Sidelines. Okay, the full video is available on his YouTube channel. However, I'm about to bless y'all with a quick teaser. Okay, if you like what you hear, make sure to head on over to his channel and leave a comment. All right, and make sure to tell him that Rip sent you. Okay, run them numbers up. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
Upon the world before you dearly depart. Let the world go by. Let the world go by, and it'll all be just fine.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.